moving on from that, speaking of some interesting news, so Jade Cargill and Bow Wow
Hmm.
finally had their interaction on the Millennium Tour stop in Miami at the FTX Arena. Bow Wow and the TBS champion, the undefeated TBS champion Jade Cargill, along with the baddies, came face to face, resulting in an altercation that required security to step in. The video so far, last time I checked, had 5 million views on the Shade Room's Instagram. So, did you see the video? What were your impressions of the altercation? What do you think this means, going forward between Jade Cargill and Bow Wow?
First of all, Kiera Hogan taller than Bow Wow. I'll
That's
just say that.
mad funny.
Um, and then if you want to get Monique involved in the match, that's a hell of a triple threat right there. You feel me? The under 500 kilograms, what they say. What last storm you say, WCW? The under 20 quick kilograms title. There you go, right there. So get all three of them in the match, bruh.
I'm weak.
Step stool ladder match if you want. Nah, so this is one of them things where shouts out to my brother Just Inglewood. You already know what the business is. So he hates it. I love it. I think it's hilarious, man. Because Bow Wow, listen, I love Bow Wow. Besides the music, you feel me? A little Bow Wow. He with the way you move so fast across the floor. Like I ain't forget that was you.
Right.
That was you doing that. But I like the way that he always finds a way to get back in the public eye.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, yo, it's a gift to that. Whether you hate him or love him, it's a gift to being able to be in the public eye. So this is why I love AEW because they let you cook. They had Ross, they had these other people, but WWE so black. So yeah, y'all ain't tricked me in a year, all right? I remember that was y'all putting them Koobies on Triple H. That was y'all. But not y'all Culture 316, but
Right.
it's others. But no, I love it. So apparently they supposed to have him on, are they gonna talk about on the program, which is gonna lead to him being on the show. I think it's phenomenal. Like you just said, the Shade Room, he got 5 million hits. When he come onto the show, it's gonna be more hits because he like a Shade Room MVP. I don't know if that's an honor or not, but take it for what it is. And that also helps people that's on AEW, even though they probably not gonna listen to no Bow Wow because they be singing Judas to the top of their lungs. That's their 56 nights right there.
Yo.
So they be singing that, bro. I'm like, hold on, bro. Judas ain't no good person. That's the one that betrayed Jesus.
Right.
But right. I'm like, I don't think y'all supposed to be honoring him, but I bet. Uh, so it brings people to like, who is this Bow Wow? And then maybe it's some little kid from Chicago because they always go out there and I love Chicago, but they go out there every week. So maybe it's some little kid in Chicago that might be like, I don't know who this Bow Wow kid is, but he looked like me, except for he 46 looking. But I'm gonna
Wow.
tap into the music. I want these kids to be like fresh as I is, with their Darby Allin shirt.
Not Darby Allen shirt.
And I love that Darby Allin.
I personally think that this is gold. This is money. This whole altercation, this whole situation is money. And for those of you who are mad that wrestlers and celebrities are going at it, this is what made wrestling a global phenomenon, right? Like when we talk about the intertwining of the entertainment world and the wrestling world, that's what created WrestleMania. That's what made it such a hit. That's what made
Right.
WWE stand out, right? And so now there's this formula. You put somebody in the ring, you put the popular wrestler, you put a popular entertainer, you're going to get traction, you're going to get mainstream exposure. That's how wrestling for the past, I would say 30 to 40 years has gotten and stayed in the mainstream light because every generation there's been some type of relationship between the wrestling world and the entertainment world. As it pertains to Bow Wow, I've said this on the show before, man. Bow Wow was so goated. Yeah, I don't know what he's doing in music now, but there's only been a handful of rappers that have sold out Madison Square Garden multiple times: Cole, Jay-Z, Eminem, uh, and Bow Wow. Bow Wow, I think, was the youngest rapper to sell out Madison Square Garden multiple times. I think that he was next to Michael Jackson, he was the youngest person to sell out the Garden, or one of the youngest to sell out the Garden, which is an
Mhm.
incredible accomplishment. Like you said, it takes a skill to be able to stay in the public spotlight, and I think that Bow Wow has done that over the past, God knows how many years. Um, I think the altercation is going to be featured on AEW Dynamite in Chicago, which is going to lead to him being on Dynamite, as you said. And I think that this can only be good for Bow Wow and for Jade Cargill, because it's not like Jade is stepping up against another woman, which I feel like is the stereotypical thing to do, right? It's the girl up against another girl, but this time it's a girl up against a dude. And you know what I mean?
Mhm.
So I think this is going to make for a very, very interesting interaction in person in the ring. As it pertains to Bow Wow, though, I don't think that it's going to. I think that this is going to fulfill Bow Wow's desire of being in the pro wrestling world, because he's been wanting to do this for a while. And like you said, AEW is going to let you cook, right? Like Bow Wow wanted to be in WWE for a little bit, but they ain't kind of give him any play. And I guess Tony Khan is just like, hey, let's pull the trigger, let's do it. And so now we're getting this content. We're
And
getting,
also,
huh? I was
no,
just
no, go ahead.
I was just gonna
I'll get to what I was about to say before I cut you off.
I was just gonna say that I think that it's great that they're able to have these interactions, and especially in light of all of the rappers that have been involved with AEW just in the past 6 months, like between Ross and DJ Who Kid and Fab and Action Bronson, now Bow Wow. So it's just like now it's just adding to the list of rappers that are being involved in the wrestling program. And kind of tying this back to my main point, when WrestleMania first got hot, they were interacting with the musicians that were popular during their day. They were interacting with the music style that was popular during that day. In the 80s, it just so happened to be rock. Now it's hip hop. And so now the relationship between wrestling and hip hop, and whichever company is going to fully invest in that, is going to be the company that's going to have the most mainstream exposure. It's not about rock anymore, because rock isn't selling the way that it used to. It's hip hop. So I'm very, very excited about Jade and Bow Wow's interaction, and I think that whatever's going to come from this is going to be very, very interesting. But what were you going to say?
No, it's just a double standard that people go by as it relates to pro wrestling. You
Mm,
feel me? Like I like everything. You feel me? Like I haven't watched a lot of E just because other than Sami Zayn being hilarious. And shouts out to the host Serena Max. I was talking about that last night with him.
mm,
Uh I haven't liked a lot of things from the E, but that don't mean I'm a bash it. It's just I'm more tapped in the AEW. And then to keep it a buck with y'all, I always say this. When it's basketball football time, that's A and B right there. I watch wrestling, but I'm watching that. You feel me?
right.
Watching some American sport. I ain't watching no goddamn wrestling. But no, so it's just a double standard because everybody talking about Logan Paul and they be Bad Bunny and all that. Bad Bunny cool. All right.
Cold,
Logan
yeah.
Paul is cool, but everybody up here riding Logan Paul like, all right, man, I ain't seen it. A colonizer that could do a front flip. Hooray. So it's just like if you got the celebrities over there, everybody going crazy for it. Everybody still want to see The Rock at WrestleMania. First of all, I ain't going to WrestleMania.
Mm,
Unless I have to. Number two, I ain't trying to see no Rock and Roman Reigns. People been wanting that 2 years. Why? Dwayne ain't trying to step in no ring unless it's 20 mil. It's a liability now
mm,
for all these production companies. Y'all gonna have to pay him 20 mil and then cash out Hollywood.
mm,
And Triple H for sure ain't paying that.
mm.
All right. That's y'all guy though. But anyhow, he trick y'all. But that's all it is. It's just a double standard. If he was over there at the E, people would be going crazy for it.
Mm.
But he on AEW. What's the TikTok on? It's cool when I do it, or it's cool when they do it, but when I do it, so
That's a very, very interesting take. We're gonna move on from that though. Uh